It's a brand new day for the Big Apple. Former Mayor Bill de Blasio's reign of error is at an end, finally. Mayor Eric Adams, who took office on Saturday, has offered encouraging signs, somewhat, of how he'll turn things around. Hopefully, he'll restore the city. De Blasio has left Adams with many challenges, which could be formidable for any incoming mayor. So, are we going to get a course correction from Comrade de Blasio? Joe Borelli, the New York City councilman, the sage of Staten Island, joins us now to discuss. Good to see you, sir.
You too, Buck. Thank you.
All right, let's start with this. Eric Adams, is he going to be better on COVID than de Blasio? Let me have you react to what he just said about this. Play it.
We're going to get through COVID. Let's be clear. We spent $11 trillion on COVID. We can't continue to think that we can spend trillions of dollars. We must learn to live with COVID, adjust, and pivot at the right times. And we're doing that in New York, and I'm extremely optimistic on how the city's going to respond.
Yeah, except I'm seeing stuff about booster mandates staying in place. What's going on here, Joe?
Right. The rhetoric in that clip is 100% right. And if that guy becomes the guy who governs New York City, then yeah, we're in a great shape. If that guy becomes the guy who liberates New York City from crushing mandates, makes minor restrictions if they're only absolutely necessary, and lets us all go on with our lives, yeah, that person would be a great mayor. I'm just not sure that that's going to be Mayor Eric Adams on vaccine mandates. I think we do have a bit to be optimistic about on crime. And on public safety more broadly in the city with Adams, but on mandates, I'm not seeing him pull back on de Blasio. It's kind of ironic, Buck, right? You have de Blasio driving the city into a crime-ridden slum, and Adams realizing that and running a campaign basically saying he'll turn that around, and he's doing that. Why can't he see the same crisis that's occurring as a result of government's own mandates and make a similar course correction? I guess that's the question.
Yes, it seems to me that we would hope he would reject all the disastrous decisions of his predecessor, Mayor Bill de Blasio, former mayor, and the former worst mayor in the country. Here's Eric Adams saying COVID is formidable, but he's saying we're not going to shut down the city. I want to push on that a little bit more here, Joe, but let's play it.
We can't shut down our city again. We can't allow the city to go further into economic despair, and I'm going to put in place a comprehensive plan that we're rolling out today. It was created with extensive input from public health leaders all over the city, the state, and federal government to come up with smart decisions. I led with one thought in mind: we're going to follow the science.
I mean, that does not make me feel better, because follow the science has got us to this point where New York City is an abject failure when it comes to stopping the spread. We had vaccine passports go into effect in the August-September timeframe. Did not stop. We have an all-time high for cases here. So what are we supposed to make of this? And also, are you hearing from some of your Democratic colleagues in the city council, Joe, astonishment that all the crap they've put us through with these COVID fighting decisions didn't work? Are they surprised? Or what's the attitude?
Speaking of the attitude, I think it's a great question. I've noticed a lot more of the Democrats, especially the ones that I work with, almost ready to give up. Almost ready to just accept the inevitability that no matter how many boosters they get, they're probably going to come down with COVID, especially in this Omicron wave. And I think a lot of the ideas are moving past solely looking at mandates going forward.